Go ahead.
What up? It's your boy Sean Kingston. Shouts out to Romeo, Maxwell, and Saturday Night Online. It's your boy Sean Kingston. Allison from Toledo, Ohio. What's your favorite outdoor activity? My favorite outdoor activity is I like to go swimming. I like to go swimming, jet skis. A lot of ocean water sports. I love the water, so those are I like swimming though. That's my main thing. So that's my favorite outdoor activity. Maria from New York City. What is the coolest thing you've done in your career so far? The coolest thing I've done is I'll say, going on the Ellen show, probably the Today Show. Let's see what else. American Music Awards, that was really big for me. I got nominated. Teen Choice Awards. I can't really name one. If I have to name one, I would say American Music Awards. That was big. Amanda from Meridian, Mississippi. How does your home inspire your music? My home inspired my music a lot. Like what goes around in my house, and I basically put in my, when I grew up a lot. Like not now, 'cause I live by myself, but when I basically grew up, I grew up with my family and stuff like that. So I was struggling, I had a hard life, and I used to see stuff that goes on, and I would incorporate it in my music, and just basically use a lot of stuff that I grew up with life, and just put it into real songs and concepts and stuff like that. So it has a big inspiration on me in my music. Amanda from Detroit, Michigan. What was the hardest part of your recovery from your accident? The hardest part really was really trying to keep up with everybody. Like I was in Miami, so I had friends who wanted to come over. It was like, yo, let's go out here, let's do this, let's do that, and I couldn't really do it. So that was the hardest part, seeing my friends have fun and enjoy themselves without me being able to really, enjoy myself. Violeta or Violetta from Deltona said, if they were making a movie about your life, what would it be called? Good question. That's a good question. Probably the life Prince of Kingston or something, and me being from Kingston, and I would put something in it, probably the life of Kingston or Kingston, the aftermath of Kingston or something like that. I don't know. Ashley from Omaha, Nebraska. Who are your biggest influences in the music industry? My biggest influences are, I love Jay-Z, I love Kanye West, Lauryn Hill is one of my favorites, Tupac, Biggie, Earth, Wind and Fire. I grew up on Bob Marley, Michael Jackson, all of them. But if I had to say right now, I'd say Jay-Z. Katie from Philadelphia, Pennsylvania. What was the first album you ever bought? The first album I ever bought was a Jay-Z album, and it was called Reasonable Doubt. It was his first album ever. I actually bought that album. I was young. I was probably 8 years old, 7 years old. I bought that album. Katie from Philadelphia, Pennsylvania. What was the first album? Kezia from Edison. Of everything you've accomplished, what makes you most proud? What makes me most proud is really just taking care of my family, just being providing, just doing what I love to, and just living my dream, At the end of the day, if I'm living my dream, then everything that I've ever wanted has been done. I always wanted to do music, so for me to live my dream is basically, it's something that I accomplished and made me proud, just me doing music in my career, going far. Jamie from Evansville, Indiana. Do you think you would ride a jet ski ever again? Yeah, I think I would definitely ride a jet ski. Accident happened to a lot of people. I feel like it was an accident. You can't prevent an accident. At the end of the day, I haven't been on a jet ski since then, but I would definitely go on a jet ski again, but not as fast as I was going, and just being cautious. When you're young, you realize certain things, and safety is first. So definitely, I would go on a jet ski again. Denisa from Jackson, Mississippi. Who's the most famous person in your cell phone? The most famous person in my cell phone. The most famous person in my cell phone. If I would have to say the most famous person in my cell phone right now, I would say Justin Bieber. But then again, it's like I got so many. Well, I'll say Kanye West. Kanye West. Rebecca from Northampton. When will you work with Justin Bieber again? Actually, you know, I was in the studio with Justin like 3 days ago, before the Billboard Music Awards. We're actually been writing some stuff together, just writing for other people. Justin is a great friend of mine. He would always be. You know, we talk on a day-to-day basis. But where I'm at in my life right now, where he is, we're doing like, you know, I feel like we'll probably collab on some other stuff and write for other people, or I'll probably do some bonus tracks on his album. But we have like a lot of stuff in the works. We have like maybe like 8-9 songs that people still haven't heard when he was younger, from like 2 years ago. So it's like we might put out something. I mean, for right now, it's just worried about me, my album Back to Life, and you know, he's worried about his project. He's doing good. So for that, we might come together. But right now, we're just basically just being friends and just writing songs for other people. Ariana from Birmingham, Alabama. If you could collaborate with any current artist, who would it be? It would be Kanye West. Kanye West is a genius to me. His production, like everything about him, I just feel like he's a creative art. Like he's just talented. So if I was supposed to work with anybody, I think I want to work with Kanye. I think him on the beats, me on the vocals would be crazy. Jackie from Detroit, Michigan. Were you completely surprised when you were punked? Yeah, I was kind of surprised because it was kind of like one of those things where it was just like you didn't see it coming. Like you don't see no punk coming, but I never thought that I was gonna get punked. I was like, man, he's not gonna be able to get me. This is not gonna happen, because like, he had told me like, yo, I spoke to him. He's like, yo, I'm gonna start doing the show, and I was like, well, you're not gonna be able to get me. He's not gonna happen. He's like, no, we're not gonna get you. I'm just getting other people. He's like, I'm not gonna get people that's close to me. And the second episode is when I got punked. First person that got punked was Taylor Swift. Second was me. And I'm not gonna lie, it was good. I was really mad. You know what I'm saying? I was kind of angry because I just never thought it was gonna happen, but it did. I gotta give props to JB. He did it. Okay, so Mary from New York. What is your all-time favorite clothing brand? All-time favorite clothing brand, I would have to say Louis Vuitton. I like Louis Vuitton. Louis Vuitton is real nice. Then again, I like Rocawear. I like Sean John. I like a lot of stuff, but if my all-time favorite is Louis Vuitton. They never really fail you. They got stuff. They stuff lasts a long time. You know, they're kind of expensive, but I like them. You know what I'm saying? It's real nice. I like this stuff. Amanda from Roosevelt. How often do you get to go home? Well, right now, I'm actually, you know, working on the album and stuff. I've been spending a lot of time home, so I've been really just zoned out, just having a lot of time with my family, because I know how it is when you drop a new project. You got to go from, you know, road to road, and you got to do different things and promo tour and stuff like that. So I just been really spending time with my family here. So to answer your question, I've been home for about a good, you know, couple months working on this album. So I got enough home time. It's time to get back out there. Tracy from Wilkesboro, Pennsylvania. What has been your most embarrassing moment on stage? My most embarrassing moment was when I fell on the stage. I literally was like performing and ended up falling over a cord that was like connected to the DJ booth. And like, I played it off real good. You know, I'm a professional, so I played it off real good. But the whole crowd was like, wow, like, you know what I'm saying? 'Cause it was one of them. And you know, it wasn't even about that I fell, because a lot of performers fell, but I fell at a time where the music was not playing. So it was just like, oh, all eyes on me. I was kind of embarrassed. It was crazy. Courtney from Crawley. When will we hear brand new music from you? Right now, you know, at the end of the day, there's a lot of stuff going on. I mean, I got a brand new single with T.I., Back to Life. You know what I'm saying? I got that going on. I got different songs that I'm working on for my album, and stuff is going really good. I can't complain. So for new music, it's just out right now. Make sure you look out for it everywhere. Sean Kingston featuring T.I., Back to Life. Eileen from Santa Maria. How hard is it for you to balance out your personal life? It's not that hard. It's not that hard, because who I am in my personal life, that's how I am around everybody. Like, I try to, of course, I want to have my downtime with my family and just talk about serious things and get into stuff. But you know, I'm not a fake person. I can't really be a fake person. So what my fans see, or what you see on Twitter, or what you see on interviews, that's who real I am. So it's not a hard time really balancing it out. Okay, Kelly from Lebanon, New Hampshire. What's the weirdest thing anyone has ever done backstage, or has ever done to get backstage to meet you? What's the weirdest thing? I had somebody drive behind my tour bus for like 4 or 5 hours, or 6 hours, something like that. And when we needed to go to the gas station to get gas or whatever, we pulled over. We're like, my driver said somebody's following you. So I talked to the fan, and all she wanted was like 4 girls in the car after the Justin concert, and all she wanted was like an autograph and stuff like that. That was real sweet. Took pictures with her, talked with her for like 5-10 minutes, and then we went to the next city. But that was dope. Aidan from England. If you could go back in time and talk and take yourself as a kid, what advice would you give yourself? Just to be, just to be more humble, and to let, like I had to learn persistence, but also what I needed to learn was, being persistent, you got to be patient too. Like you want to chase your dream and you want to go out there and get it, but you got to be humble and know that God is going to give you your time. When it's your time, it's your time. So I had to learn that, and I really did. I became more, older as I got, and like more mature as I got older, which is what's supposed to happen. But I feel like if I was supposed to know that back then, I would have been better off. But I thought I knew everything. So you just gotta basically just pace yourself. You know what I'm saying? Jessica from Roanoke, Virginia. Who is your all-time favorite band? My all-time favorite is I like Bob Marley. I like Michael Jackson. All-time favorite, I would say Bob Marley, my all-time. Like Dead or Alive, Bob Marley. Allison from Glasgow. How would you describe the ideal day? Just to relax. No interviews, no phone calls, no photo shoots. Just to relax, lay in my bed all day, just me and a laptop. I'm fine. Kylie from Orlando, Florida. What initially got you interested in music? I actually been interested in music since I was 8 years old. I was, producing stuff, writing stuff, winning talent shows and stuff. So it's always been in my blood to do music. Juliana from Wrexham. What's your ideal woman? My ideal woman is, I would say, just a girl that's keep her personality real. You know what I'm saying? You gotta be loyal. You can't just be, you know what I'm saying? You gotta be loyal and just be yourself. You know what I'm saying? At the end of the day, people don't really know. I'm not saying people, they don't know how to be real nowadays, but they just want to pretend a certain image because they think somebody is not gonna like them for who they are. And for me, I would like you for who you are. Just be yourself and everything will be fine. Monica from Columbus, Georgia. Where's your favorite place you have traveled? My favorite place I would have traveled is Dubai. Dubai was real fun. I went to Dubai like 2 times, and I had an amazing time. Every time was fun. Yachts and indoor malls. It's just a real Ferrari world. It's a real fun place. Lindsay from Dallas. At what age did you know you wanted to be a singer? I knew I wanted to be a singer when I was 8 years old. Nikki from Philadelphia, Pennsylvania. What is the most memorable concert you ever attended to? My memorable first concert I went to was a Snoop Dogg concert. It was called the Up and Smoke Tour. And it was like Snoop Dogg, it was Corrupt, it was Ice Cube, it was Eminem, it was Dr. Dre. It was a real good tour. And they came to the Bank Atlantic Center in Fort Lauderdale, and that was my first concert. I was like literally like 12 years old, 11 years old. And I was just like, wow, I can't believe this is crazy. I was real stoked. Eminem came out, it was dope. Bridget from Boston. What's your favorite memory from your childhood? My favorite memory just being bad, man. Being bad, getting in trouble, getting whoopings from my mom, you know what I'm saying? Me trying to not come home from school because I'm scared to get a whooping. Those are the memories I had. I mean, I had good memories too, spending time with my family, us going, vacationing and doing little stuff like that. Like, I was real close with my aunt. We're still close, but we used to all gather up and do little road trips and stuff like that. We had a lot of fun. India from Milton Keynes. What would be your ultimate collaboration? Me and Kanye West. Love to do a song with Kanye. Nicole from Wantage. Where do you see yourself 3 years from now? I see myself basically, becoming a mogul. You know what I'm saying? Running my label. Putting out artists. Time is Money Entertainment at my own blueprint. Just continue to build artists up and put them out there to the world. I feel like it was so hard for me to get my shot that I gotta give, to put somebody out there. I would love to give that person that shot and make it happen. Sarah from Dallas. What is your favorite food? Italian food. Love Italian food. It's not healthy, a lot of calories, but I love Italian food, and that's my weakness. Italian food or pizza. Charlotte from Boston. What has been your favorite music video to make? My favorite one to make, I would say probably Beautiful Girls, because like on the set of that video, it was just so fun. It was so interesting. It was just so delightful. It was just so, it was my first video. I was excited. it's like a kid in a candy store. It's like the first time having anything. You're like, wow, you know what I'm saying? I'm like, man, all these cameras, all these girls, all this stuff. It was like everybody was there. My whole family, a lot of family flew in, so that was my most memorable one. Amelia from Ocala, what are some tips you have for aspiring singers? Just be yourself. Be yourself, you know what I'm saying? Keep it original. Don't try to sign somebody else. A lot of artists, they tend to really try to reach out and try to sign another person because that person got a lot of hits on the radio or that person got this much views on YouTube. Just be yourself. Be yourself. I feel like originality always works. It goes a long way, and come up with your own sound, and also stay persistent. Don't let anybody tell you your dream can't. You gotta be on it 24/7. Stacy from Goddard, do you plan to write a song or does it just start to flow out at any given time? Yeah, like most of my songs, my creativity process works, Stacy. It goes like, I just hear a beat, I start zoning out, getting my element, and I just start coming up with melodies. I like to come up with the melody first, and then after I come up with the melody, I come up with the concept to the melody, and then I come up with the words. Leonie from Manchester, where's your favorite place to perform? My favorite place to perform, I would say, Jamaica. They love me in Jamaica. They praise me down there. It's like every time I go, I have a great time. That's my home for life. I love it. That's my country. So when I go back, it's like I do it big. That's my favorite place to perform. Efra from Dearborn, if you had a time machine, what would you do with it? Go to the past or future? I go to the future. My past was good. My past was good, but it wasn't the best past. Like I said, I struggled. I went through a lot. Slept in cars. I was homeless, all that type of stuff. So I would go to the future, see what God has for me, see what, just to see how it is to go ahead of time. Charlotte from Marshall, how old were you when you wrote your first song? I was 7 years old. Jamie from San Diego, do you enjoy shopping? You always have awesome clothes. Yes, I love shopping. Shopping is amazing. I definitely like sneakers. I know that for a fact. I have like 3 closets in my house full of sneakers. But yeah, I love shopping. Charlotte from London, which one food would you want to eat for the rest of your life? If it's not Jamaican food, I know a lot of people expect me to say Jamaican food, but if it's not Jamaican food, it would be Italian. It would be pizza, pasta, or something like that. Probably pasta. Mary from Raleigh, do you have one song that you can never get out of your head? But right now, it would be Gautier. Someone that I used to know. It's stuck in my head. Like, no matter what I do, I sing that song. Love it. Mo from Toronto, what was the best birthday gift have you ever received? Was my car. My first car, which was a Bentley. My first car was a Bentley, Sweet 16. It was ridiculous. Like, I was like, wow, my mom really got the car. I used to look at the car, I used to dream of the car, I used to go to the dealership, everything, and then finally she pulled up with the car. I was like, wow. Steve from Baton Rouge, do you have any pre-show rituals? I just like to pray, keep it in God's hands, pray, with my team, whoever I'm with, and just keep it in God's hands. Becky from Philadelphia, what do you like most about your fans? That they're loyal. I talk to them on Twitter. They always want to know what's good with me. You know what I'm saying? They're always waiting for new music. They're interested. You know what I'm saying? Some fans, they get tired, they get bored. My fans always energy. The energy there is like, and they're like family. You know what I'm saying? They see me out, they're not scared to approach me. It's just all natural love. You know what I'm saying? Chloe from New York, if you had one day left to live, what would you do? I do everything. I go scuba diving, I jump off a plane, skydiving, scuba diving, I do roller coasters, I do I just fly. I just try to fly as much places as I can fly. Go to Jamaica, go to Australia, not Australia, of course I couldn't go to Australia. I go to Jamaica, go to Bahamas, do like a lot of islands. I'll probably go to different islands and just have a blast in each island. Just basically live it up. Luera from Brazil, what inspires your style? By my style, a lot of Bob Marley. You know what I'm saying? I listen to a lot of Bob Marley, a lot of Lauryn Hill, a lot of I like to it's just my style is different. I like to mix pop with the R&B, with the reggae, with the reggae fusion. So it's called hip hop. So that's basically what I do. And it's like I'm really I've been doing that for a little bit of a while now, and that's basically my style. But what inspires it is just other stuff that I listen to, and I just make it my own. Anna from San Francisco. What was your most embarrassing moment? I fell on stage. I fell on stage in front of a sold out crowd. Tripped over the court. But you know, it was another embarrassing moment. I was really misbehaving in school one day, and my sister was actually, my mom was incarcerated, so my sister had like the guardian of me. And my sister came into the school and literally was cursing at me and was like she didn't really hit me, but she was like yelling at me, talking about, oh, you did this, you didn't clean your room, you're this type of person, but not really talking, but just letting my you know what I'm saying, she was basically saying, she didn't say no pee in the bed type thing, but she was basically saying okay, you say you're a grown man, but you don't do this, your clothes be everywhere, basically said, and the whole class is looking and I'm the class clown, I was kind of popular, so everybody's in the class is looking at me laughing, your sister's really just tripping out on you right now. That was embarrassing. Lua from Pelatos. If you could be any fictional character, who would you be? I'd be Superman. Martina from Argentina. If you could hang with a famous actor or actress, who would you choose? Angelina Jolie. Miranda from Eaton. What is the first song you remember singing as a kid? Whitney Houston, rest in peace. Whitney Houston, Will Always Love You. That was my favorite song. I used to sing that song night and day. Mariana from Colombia. Would you like to go to college? That was always my plan, to go to college. I still want to go to college. I still would like to go to college now. I was always interested into it. But with the music and my career and how things are going, we'll see how it plays out. But I definitely want to be top for college. I finished high school, got my high school diploma, and I always said I wanted to go to college, get a business degree, and just to go experience it. But we'll see how everything plays out. I'm still young, 22, living my life. Sean Kingston, peace.